Hello ladies and gentlemen, how you guys are doing today? And today I got a really cool build for you today. Now last time I showed you how to make a supercar. Now this time I'll show you how to make a tank. Now look at this thing. Oh my god. I used a 4-seater car to make a tank. Well, I wanted to use a 6-seater, but it was too big in my opinion, and I didn't really like it, and there's just too much of sidings put all over the place. So I didn't really like that version that I made, so I thought I'm gonna make a 4-seater one, and I will show you how to make this tank over here in Unturned. So that's gonna be an awesome tutorial. Now let's get straight into this. And let's see what we can do here. So, let's put our 4-seater over here. Look at that beauty. Let me just turn it around first, though. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so the first thing you want to do is these ones. As you can see, those wheels. And you have to have the pine sidings over here. So, I'm going to show you how to basically start. So, here we go. That's how you put it. The first one, but the tricky part is actually to make it sideways like this, and make sure you're good like that, and I think we are good to go. I'm gonna put that down. Looks good. Now let's move on to another one. Just a little bit tilted, not very, you shouldn't be very accurate, but you can be. But as you can see, looks pretty good. So now you're gonna have to connect these basic things like so. Now let me just show you here. So you're gonna connect that like so. Yes. And just connect it. That's simple. Just make sure they're all straight. It's really hard to actually do that, but hopefully you'll manage it. Yeah. Right. If you fail, always remember you can salvage while holding F, so that'll be no problem. If you fail something, you can just redo it really quickly. Like for example here, I kind of failed here, just redo it. Do whatever you want. There we go. Beautiful. Now, just do it like that, quite some time, until you reach the end. And here you go. Alright. Now. So, as you can see, I got a bit of a problem here. But, that's actually no problem at all. So what we're going to do, is we're going to tilt this one a little bit more than it is. I think I did that on the last, yeah, I think I did that also on the last time. So here we go, we fixed that. Now we're gonna just pull it down, and here we go. That's simple. But don't forget about these ones. So you have to go like that. Make sure you line it up. Line it up. Yeah, line it up. Here we go. It's beautiful. And do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Alright. Looks not bad. Now let's go for the maple sidings. And just put them in. All you do is put them in. Nothing to think about. Just put them in like so. There we go. Looks pretty good. The first side is done. Now let's move on to the next side and do the same thing. Pretty simple. Now the first thing you need to know is you have to have the same angles. So a lot of people ask how I use this camera mode. So if you're on single player, or if you're an admin on the multiplayer, you can actually press shift and also press F1 at the same time, and when you're in third person, and it will work basically. That's how you do it. You gotta make sure the angles are right on this one. So if they are, we're good to go. Probably the hardest thing is to match these ones. Really hard to match it. Now let's move on to the other side. And I think we are doing great. Why need to line up a little bit like that? There we go. So let's check if it's good. Tilt up a little bit. I think it looks good right now. We can start putting in the objects, and let's do it. Let's go. Right. One. Right, looking good. See, easy. And I think we're done with this. And we're almost done here. Oh, enough. That's good. Almost done. And let's put on an apple signs. That'll be good. Easy. Just like so. Put it in there. And space it. Now, as you can see, we made a basic thing right here. Now we're going to start to block off everything we see over here. That's going to be fun. So as you can see, we've got this part over here. Let's redo it. So let's put it in there. And it's going to be a little bit tilted. Just like these ones. Alright, so here we go. Just going to tilt that like so. Yeah, we're gonna put that over here. Actually, Nelson could include some kind of a glass. That would be very useful in this case scenario. We would have a glass here. That would be pretty useful. Now, here we go. We made this one. Now, the next thing is these ones. Here we go. So what we're gonna do is basically gonna do the back over here real quick. We're gonna put down these ones. Try to go for the middle as much as you can. You need the middle really much. Here we go. I think that's about right. And put on another one also in the back, like so, and another one. There we go. Looks pretty good. Actually, it looks better than this version of it. So I think that's a good sign. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna lower it like that, like so. Let's go for it. Here we go. And just put them down like that. I might say I think we're doing even better than the last time. Not sure, but I think we're going in the right direction here. So just put it down like so. Just like so. Here we go. And try to block that one off. Just like that. There we go. Look at that. That's gonna look beautiful. And go. Now try to tilt it as much as you can. Right here. There we go. Just tilt it as much as you can. And I think. There we go. Alright. That looks good. That looks even better than this version, I think. Now let's move on and do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Now let's just check. It's a measurement check. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. Let's put it like that. Yeah. Go for it. I think that's even a better version. This one. Here we go. We're gonna move on. Doing it. There we go. Move on. There we go. Now do this one straight. Also. Oh shit! I'm dying. Oh crap! Wait. Okay, get some food. Alright, so yeah, let's not die here. So, let's move on and just tilt it as much as you can. If it doesn't tilt too much, don't worry about it. And that's pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now the next part that we'll be doing, so I'm gonna close up this part now. Here we go. Just like so. Simple like that. And as you can see, we got this part done completely. Now we have to put the gun, the whole cannon on the actual tank. Now, actually, it looks even better than this version. I can tell you that. So that's even better. Right, so now we're gonna put the cannon on. So we're gonna salvage this one because it's a bit lower than before. And we're gonna put down that right here. There we go. It's gonna look a bit better. Now, let's move on and make a cannon. So just make sure you're doing it right. So I think that's good. Just put it kind of in the middle of the siding. And do the same thing with the other one. Let's do exactly the same. And let me just check again. I think that looks good. You can put it down. Now just do a little fence on the top. Just like so. There we go. And put another one. Kinda glitch it in there a little bit. There we go. As you can see, it's a little bit glitched in. That's not a bad thing actually. But yeah, let's do that. There we go. I've got to get the same angle also on this one. I think that's not bad. Put it down. And we almost got the back. We just have to put some more stuff down here. And I think it looks beautiful. Now this part is gonna be kinda tricky with this cannon thing. Now I think you can just go like that, and hopefully we're gonna manage that with this part. So I'm gonna kinda give it a little bit of angle right here. To look better. And do the same thing on the other side. But yeah, that's how it should look. There we go. Now, the last part, the easiest part, I think. Just close it off. Just close it off like so. Make sure I don't leave any spaces. Okay. Close off. Really simple. Nothing too hard. That way. Right, well, too messy, I think. Oh yeah, that's the one. Go. Now I think we can go for this side right now. So we got a little bit of a problem here. We got a gap, which we don't need at all. So what I was thinking about this gap, if you have a gap like this at the end of the whole tank creation, just salvage the middle. Just salvage it. That's it. And put this siding right here, like so. And now you can go in the tank. Isn't that great? I think that's pretty cool. So now you can go in the tank through this top bit, and it looks even better than the first version. Now the last thing we need is the pipe. We need the pipe, and for the pipe, just go straight like that. Bang. Just don't put it yet. You have to go for complete middle. So I think that looks good. Make sure it's going like that. Here we go. Looks pretty good. Make sure it's straight. And we put it down. The cannon is done. And as you can see, we made even a better version than this one. And oh my goodness, look at this tank, man. This is so cool. So here we go. We got a tank. So how to get into this tank? You can go through the tires if you want to. You can go up here And bang, look at that. That is so sick. That is so sick. So make sure you lower these down and you put this like so. Because I have lowered this one and it didn't work. We had a really big gap. But on this one, we didn't have the gap. And it's looking good, man. It's looking really good. So I really like this tank because you can also get in. Not like the previous version we have. Now the biggest problem here, you cannot see anything. This is the biggest problem. But if you go to third person, it will work for you just fine. So as you can see, that is the tank. Looking really great. I think we done even better than the one version I had. Now as you can see, you can go in the different seats and you can actually look up in the sky. So that's pretty cool. So that's very nice. So I think this tank is really cool. You can get in like so and have a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial how to make a tank in Unturned. Leave a like and subscribe for more Unturned content and have a great day.